All right, what's up, everyone? Dre Trades in the building, and I'm live. Just want to set up real quick. So crazy game. So let me bring that up real quick. You can look at that while I set up. Damn. Woo! Mm. Who would have known? So let me go ahead and just set this up real quick, and then we could talk about it, and then talk about whatever you want to talk about. There he goes. Oh, shoot. And this way I could check my sound out too. Oh, shoot. I don't think I got sound. I wasn't ready. Copy. Damn it. Give me a minute, y'all. I was not ready. I need some sound. Let me put this over here. Test 1, 2. Damn it. There it is. There's my sound. All right. So I got sound. All right, so here we go. I'm shared out as far as I know. And damn, I got 16 people up in here. Oh, y'all want to... Hey, I'm not the one to tell you about anything about Gamestop now, but we could talk about it. Obviously, it's the hot thing to talk about, man. So here we go. I'll get into it. Let's talk about it right now. There's the, let me bring up my chart here. Game. Yesterday, I guess I'll bring up this thing is moving so fast. People want to predict the top. It could really go up to 1,000, 2,000 because hands are trading. People is trying to make the money. Remember when you short something, and I can't believe that anyone is short the traditional way to where you borrow shares from your broker and then you eventually have to pay. You got to pay them back the shares. So therefore you got to buy the shares to pay back your broker, which gives the buying pressure, right? The buying pressure of the stock to make it go higher. I just can't believe anybody's still short way down here, or even brokers are still letting you borrow the shares. I imagine they hard to borrow. So it's kind of, what the hell's wrong with my camera? It's kind of confusing. There we go. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. Kind of feel all right. I had a big jump on here. A whole bunch of people came in. Now they're going and say, "Oh, this dude don't know what the hell he's talking about." But yes, I do, man. Yes, I do. Anyway, so hide that. Get rid of that. So yeah, so I thought looking at the hourly, man, let's go. We got to go even less than that. I thought over here yesterday. No, yeah, I thought that was going to be the top. Is that yesterday? No, that's all today's action. I don't even, yeah, I mean, hey, I just thought the top was, I could have sworn we spiked yesterday. Let me look at the hourly. Oh, okay, I see. We're so far up here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. I thought this was going to be the high, or this trade right here. See, I even drew the lines. That was 2 days ago. Okay, my bad. And it came down. I thought that was it. And I thought we was going to kind of come up and maybe fail again, but no, it didn't happen. Look at the gap up. Man, if I was looking at this like as a normal stock, I would say, well, it's got to fill the gap. But at the same time, it's very powerful. So it could kind of go higher before it fills the gap. Eventually, it will fill the gap and then head a whole bunch lower. So what is going on? There we go. It'll head a whole bunch lower, right? So you have a lot of people just trying to get in and out and play the trade. I said it on Twitter. Check it out. Check this out. These options expire 2 days from now. All right, this Friday. It's Wednesday. Go all the way down to the 400 they added. It was just 450 a while ago. So the 500 calls. See, it's not even priced yet, but it was 400. So they added another 50 strikes on the calls. That's crazy, right? So actually 5, but 10 wide. But the 450s will cost you, let's say, about $6,500 if you want to buy that. That's going to expire in 2 days. Now, the only way you make money on those, if you were to bring it into expiration, it's got the break even. Gosh, will be $500 $117 for it to close to break even. That's crazy. So if we were to buy that, let's simulate buying that and then analyze that trade. Gotta zoom in, gotta kind of get it nice and tight here. You can see this red line right here is the break even. And that's 515. Should be about 517. Oh, I know why, because here. Anyway, so yeah, 515. I'm saying it's going to be about, anyway, 515, right? We'll go with 515. That's the break even. And that cost you $6,500. Now, if it would do that today, if it would get there today, you would make $12,000 on that trade. I mean, that's this purple line right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it, but it can kind of just keep going and going. People, look at this. You want to see something even more funny? Look at this. I call it funny. Gosh, this person got, there's 1,000 shares on the volume right here on this 370s. I don't know if that's a, let's look at the last. It was traded at 81. So maybe they sold that, hopefully, and it's already at 6,000, which would be a great trade. See, you want to sell these things, but it can get you in trouble. That's where the problem is, right? But if you were to sell it, you got to sell a call spread where you sell one strike and you buy one further out for protection. So here we go. This looks 74 people played with this. 74 on the volume. And this says the last was 62. Hopefully they're not buying this. But if they are, who knows, man? You'll make a boatload of money if it gets there tomorrow morning. Better be there by Friday, so it's just unbelievable. And they're going after everything that's high short interest. I mean, and you know what they said at CNBC, which I didn't know, that GameStop was actually, there was more shorts than the actual stock. It was 144% short. How is that possible? So if that's true, what's happening now? Yeah, I totally see it. How could that even be possible? You have to borrow shares to go short, so somebody didn't have the shares to borrow, so yeah, I could see that I could see the craziness there, so if you hit, wow, actually, look, it says easy to borrow. So I put trade, like a game. I want to trade GameStop, and ETB means easy to borrow. So the shares are out there. You could short it right now. So you have to have a lot of margin in your account. I think Thinkorswim came out today, or TD Ameritrade, and said they 100% margin, or they're not even letting some customers get in the game. All right. So, but it's crazy. Look at my stock, which is Shake Shack. Shake Shack had a decent high short position. Oh, it came in some, but it went as high as 128 today. And I'm like, wow, are they coming after it? So let's look. How do you know what has a lot of short interest? So let's go. Can I go here? Yeah, let's go here. My favorite website for that is Finviz. I mean, Finviz, but anyway. Y'all got any anyway. Let me see what y'all talking about. Mary, first one in here. Yeah, we was talking. You know why I'm here. I need answers. Really? So, okay, I'll try to explain it. Since if you really have no clue, just box everything. Thank you for joining. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, man. Hey, I had a whole bunch of people, 16 people coming in. I guess they looked at me and say, nah, not interested. Mr. JRH, what's up, man? Mary, some of the brokers are not allowing any more trade. Yeah, so you would figure that it eventually has to go down. Some of the brokers are just shutting this thing off. You know what I mean? And that's got to start the downfall. If you can't trade it, So let me see. What am I looking at here? Okay, Mary said some of the, yeah, okay. And Verge, I can't even pronounce your name. You said the volume exceeds the market cap or what? You're about to, dang, y'all was going off in the comments. You said you don't really need that gap in the fill territory. Everything is so different. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, everything is just not normal. Oh man, I'm sitting here reading comments. All right, so they loan the same shares out a couple of times. Is that what happens to get the 144%? I guess so. Somebody's doing something messed up with the paperwork. On Reddit group, the picking of the stocks won't push. AMC is chosen now. Yeah, BB. It's a funny thing. I was going to buy BB about 2 weeks ago. It's legal. They got exposed with GME. I say it's all legal. I say, they had a good conversation on CNBC, where it just is what it is. So when the big boys get hurt, they want to stop it. You know what I mean? They do it all the time. They front run us nobodies a long time. They get on these public platforms that got millions of listeners. Yeah, I'm buying this. It's a good trade, and just to sell it to us. You know what I mean? And so they can get out. I mean, it happens all the time. And now when it's the other way around, all of a sudden no one wants to get down. Anyway, if you come with FinViz and you come down here, you can see the it says the short ratio, the short float, 140%. Is it still that way? Is that possible? Anyway, so that's GameStop. And if you look at Shack, let me look at Shake Shack. You can see how here the short float is 15.99. So 16% is short, right? You could look at AMC, which came in a little bit. Wow, that's good. 36% short, right? So you could get an idea and notice that they're coming after, I don't even know if y'all can see that. They're coming after all of these stocks. I actually brought it over here. Here's what's trending on StockTwits, right? You got trending. So AMC up 300, well, it was up that much, 229%. Nokia up 50%. Express up 248%. Let's look at EXPR. EXPR. And that's 12.82. So it seems like that seems kind of low, even though it is high. A normal short is like 5%, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of normal. A stock like Microsoft that nobody's really going to short, that would be like 2% probably. But this has got to be what's causing a lot of pressure on the market as far as the sell-off. So you have this going on. You can see the heat map. Right? Because when people are losing position on these shorts, and I can't think everybody's short, they got to sell. These accounts are being closed out. I mean, so it's just selling. You know what I mean? So I have a feeling that that's what sparked it. And it's funny. Okay, Tesla is down. I think it was up. Actually, it looks like it was down further, and it's starting to be positive. But maybe that was the beginning, even with Tesla. I know it sounds crazy. But Tesla, yeah, because Tesla was a huge short, right? I don't know if it's like that now. Yeah, it's 8% short. And maybe that's the reason why it's been just going to the moon with really nothing new coming out for the most part. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So anyway, Mary, right, you have to borrow. You have to borrow the shares. If you want to go short, well, I guess we'll use GameStop. Right? If you want to go short GameStop, right, you want to go short 100 shares, you have to borrow those 100 shares from your broker. And so we saw on the platform said easy to borrow or say hard to borrow, right? So you borrowed it and they get the shares from people in their account. You don't even know they lending out your shit. Okay. So right, so therefore they give you the shares so you could sell it. Okay, so now you owe the broker 100 shares and you're hoping to buy those shares back at a lower price. So you buy them back at a lower price and you give it to your broker. All right, there, I borrowed your shares, I made the money. But when the stock goes up like crazy, now to close it out, you have to buy those shares back at a higher price. So you lost. So what happens when you have these 100%, 200%, 300%? Because let's say it goes at a higher price. You're like, all right, no big deal. I just wait for it to come back down. We all know GameStop's going to zero, right? We'll just wait. Okay, it's just a paper loss. No, it's not. Because these brokers are closing your positions out, right? Because they got all the risk. They're going to close it out. You're done. Boom. There. They just bought it back for you. Now you owe them. You have all this loss or whatever. They're going to close out positions, close out those shares, and then therefore there's the red in the market or even the stock going higher because you have to buy the shares back to end the short position. So you have that buying pressure to the upside, along with the people that's playing along, just trying to make some money. You got that buying pressure to the upside. And that's from the Wall Street's Bet Reddit group, right? So that's what's happening, I guess, and it's just on and on and on. I imagine all the shorts that was low, they had to get out, right? I heard a hedge fund, did they blow up that I can't even think. Did some hedge fund blow up because of this? But if that's and then another hedge fund lent money. This is stuff I don't really, I read it, but I'm not too sure about it. So people gotta sell to raise money, and therefore the market's just selling, right? So I think that's kind of maybe what's going on. The VIX is spiking. Let's look at the VIX. VIX is up crazy. So yeah, it's up 20%, 27. It looks like we even made a new high. Did we? Yeah, look at that. We made a higher high on the VIX. That hasn't happened in a long time. It came back down since then, but we did. Well, it happened here. But for the most part, we was trending lower. And that's what I've been. Oh, no. Hold on. I'm at the 4-hour chart. Yeah. Okay, I'm right. For the most part, we was trending lower. And that's what I always look at. I look at the trend going lower. Get this comment off the screen. But look, a higher high. So it's very interesting. Let's see. And then here it is right there, trading at 27.52. Do we kind of continue to go higher? I don't know. Will Apple's earnings blow out so much maybe that it settles the market down? I don't know. I don't think we actually, to tell you the truth, I think, I'm just guessing, y'all. I have no idea. But I think once this whole phenomenon, this short thing, with hitting these short companies, and also I think a lot of what's happening also with the other stocks like the AMC, I'm not sure if it's the Reddits or the sub. Basically, I think it's some of these hedge funds, they're just getting out of these short positions because they seeing what's happened with GameStop. So they're like, fuck, I ain't shorting AMC, even though it was some GameStop, it was some Wall Street's bets kind of Reddit type stuff going on with that. But I think they're just dumping shorts positions. And to dump short positions, you have to buy them back, therefore causing all of those heavily shorted stocks to kind of rise. I think that's what's happening. Because they just like, I ain't playing with this number. Let's take a chill on the shorts because they're hitting them. You wake up for GameStop was trading at what yesterday? 190, 120? Then to wake up and it's 240 or something. Wow. That's crazy. So that's all I can say, Mary, about trying to understand it. And then you just have buying begets buying, that whole phenomena as well. Okay, thanks. Okay, cool. So you kind of understand what's going on. But this is too much. It's like, it's still not normal, and if there was people leveraged, if some of these hedge funds were even leveraged in the market because the market was ripping, now they got even bigger problems. It's like going on margin, right? Buying stocks that you don't even have the money for. So they just got to sell to get that money back, and generally they sell the stocks that are profitable, so all of that. Go back to the heat map. Let me bring that back. Let's see. Go to okay. Why can't I get to it fast enough? I'm gonna have to go to the home page, right? So look at the bright red, man. They selling. Google was killing it. Visa, Master. Well, they wasn't doing all that. Netflix, Disney, Amazon, Tesla's even down. So all of the stocks that were kind of ripping, that was making the market money, is coming down. Nvidia, all this, everything. AMD down 3%, right? It was almost like free money. AMD. Microsoft is up. It reported earnings yesterday. It's up, right? I'm surprised it's holding it. Very surprised. Apple's up a little bit because they report later today. And if you look here, pull up the earnings calendar so you can see what's going on. Let's see what's happening today. And I think, Apple is the big boy. So these are the stocks that are reporting. Las Vegas Sands after the bell. It's down 5% now. AT&T, Tesla. I forgot about Tesla. Tesla's reporting after the bell. Facebook. Oh, it's a big day today. Apple. Boeing reported before the bell. Not bad. It's down. not bad, So I actually think it could hold this one. I got to go to the charts. Maybe that 185 area. I think if I remember, that was the support that broke through, and then becomes that broke through. It was resistance that broke through, becomes support now. So I think that's not bad because that earnings report was terrible. Abbott Labs reports. Let me see. No, Lamb Research. Okay, after the bell. Service Now. Oh, this is a big earnings day today. Interesting. Stryker. What's that Is that Whirlpool? Yeah, I like that. So look, this is all today? Today, yeah. So big earnings day after the bell. I'm just kind of scrolling down. I wish they would put the big stocks up first. They got them all mixed in. For all the truckers, it looks Landstar is reporting after the bell. Get a good look on that transportation. Yeah, so big day reporting. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if the selling continues or what. But I think that we'll probably be in trouble as long as these stocks are ripping like that. And there's no way they can still be holding on to these shorts, taking massive loss like that. Yeah, the brokers are going to close them out anyway. So I don't know. Most went bankrupt. What did you say? You said Melvin almost went bankrupt. Yeah, but didn't something happen? He said they got the $3 billion loan from those other hedge funds, but something happened there that I read this morning. I'm not quite sure. My baby's driving she's on the road checking me out. Thanks, babe. Anyway, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit she's doing my PR for me on the road. And she says, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have the bell turned on. So when I do a live video like this, you catch me. Mary, you said you getting on. I'm not playing with any of them because let's look at, I'm going to pull up. Let me show you what's going on real quick. AMC or BBB. And I think there's probably still some action to AMC to the upside. Up 230%. Wow. I have a feeling there's still action in this one. I have a feeling it's just getting started. But I just can't participate. This one, see, it says hard to borrow. Let's go here. Right? Hard to borrow, HTB. So you can't short this one traditionally. You're not going to get those shares from Thinkorswim. So you would have to buy the puts. So let's say 23 days out, you think it's all over with. And you buy, look at the price of these puts. Let's look at the spread. Let's look at the 10 strike, let's say. Wait a minute. What was it trading at before? What was the normal? I'm just trying to look at the normal price of AMC. All right, so it was about $5. Let's go back to the trade. So let's say you pull up, look at the 10. You basically want to say, all right, I want to buy this 10 put, and eventually it's going to go down to $5 again, because it will, by the way. It will. It's just this whole phenomenon thing. The bid is at 260. The ask is at 730. So the market makers are making a killing on this spread because they don't even know which ways, so you're going to pay up getting this option. So let's say somewhere in the middle, if you want to buy this, you're going to have to pay $700.30. You might be able to get it a little cheaper, but I was actually watching some of the people get filled on this, looking at the spreads tighten. It don't look like they're budging a nickel for it. So you will most likely have to pay $7.30. We'll call it $7 for this expiration. And this is why it kind of don't make sense. This expires 23 days from now. If you were to bet that it's going to go below $10, you have to buy a $7 put. That means that it needs to be at $3 for you to break even. Well, the stock was trading at $5. So therefore, how could you're not going to make money. If you buy that put, you are not going to make money unless it starts dropping fast like tomorrow or the next day, because it's priced you can't take it into expiration because it's going to go lower than the actual price of the stock. And that's why they're getting you, right? So it's just not there. Now you could buy a spread. Oh, see, so you could buy that's why you can't buy any single puts on it. But let's say you buy that 16 and sell the 9. Is there 9? You could do that. Okay, so look, that's that's 9, 10, that's $7. That's a $7 spread, but it's costing you more than $7 to put it on. Look, it's a $7 spread. The most you can make on a $7 spread is $700, right? It's so messed up. I'm not even sure I'm saying this right. The most you can make on a $7 spread is $700. But then you have to minus the cost of that spread. But the spread's costing us $730. So therefore, we would lose $30 if we would buy this. This is a guaranteed loser. Let me see what this looks like in the Analyze tab, because that's crazy. Am I saying this right? Don't even sound right. Yeah, see how over here, look at the price right here. Look at that right there. And you can see when it expires, you lose $30. If it goes all the way to 0, you still lose $30. At no point is that blue number, when I slide it, is profitable. At no point. You see that? Now, if it would have jumped there tomorrow, let me see. Where are we at now? We are at here. No, it's just not pricing right. You see what I'm saying? So what's going on, and this is what they was talking about in CNBC, is a lot of us rookies, that's trying to get in, where it's almost a lose-lose situation. These market makers are not going to allow us. Oh yeah, there's something else I want to talk about too. They're not going to allow us to. The money's not coming that easy, even though it looks like it's that easy. They're priced. I forget what that's called. I think one of the Nigerian brothers on CNBC mentioned it. You can't make money. It's priced too high. That's not how it should be priced. So also, when you buy a call, and hopefully you're still listening, Mary. When you buy a call, let's say, I don't know, you buy the 100 call for $10. I'm just throwing numbers out there. For the market makers to cover themselves with that, to hedge themselves, they have to buy the stock. So therefore, when people are buying these calls, they have to buy the stock. All right. So it's like a hedge, and I don't know exactly how that goes on. So therefore, if everybody's jumping in on those GameStop calls, which is insane volume, you have to buy the stock. They have to buy the stock to cover themselves. Everybody get blown out of the water, right? So because if it does go up, they need to have the stock. They can't take the loss. So you have that as well. You have that pressure as well as the hedges on these calls being bought. All right, let's see what else y'all was saying. Drea, no, I'm not getting in. Let me look at BB real quick. And that's BlackBerry, I believe, right? BlackBerry. Hold on, tight. Let me see here. Oh, wow. Up 42. Yeah, I was going to get in on these somewhere around here. Only if I would have known. This has the ability to go a lot higher as well. I don't know when this is going to stop. You know what? But I do believe this could actually take down the market if it gets crazy. This is that thing that's unforeseen, right? We always say it's not the thing that we see. It's that unforeseen thing where the markets are just they out of function, they're out of whack. Pricing is, and I don't know, nobody would trust anything, I think, anymore, and just want to sell, just make everybody nervous. It just seems like, right? You said you got some AMC a while, but you sold way. Doesn't that suck? And that's the thing. Who's really, let's say GameStop, for instance. Who really rode that all the way up to 240? I mean, come on, you can't do that. You're making all kinds of money. You unless you just want to waste that money, who could sit there for that whole ride without selling? I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible. So I think you get out, then people just getting in, and they're getting out, getting in, getting out, kind of riding it up. But hey, if you made money, that's good. That's that. Yeah, no one knows when the top is, so you can't kill yourself on that one. You said $5.97 sold the last. Cool. It actually was low of $1.91. Okay. And I was in, it was threes for a little bit. Are you talking about the just the regular stock? Okay. All right. So anyway, look at the volume coming in. So we looked at B's. If we go to, where was I at? I looked at the trending. I just got the trending stocks. For the most part, these are the insane stocks. GameStop, Codex. I never even heard of a lot of these companies. Oh, there's Codex. Kodak is even getting some action again. INO, heard of them. BlackBerry. Yeah, these just highly shorted stocks. I don't know. Just we'll hear probably on the news coming up who blew up. Somebody probably blew up or whatever. Or, something crazy happened that we're not expecting. I don't know. That's all I did live yesterday, but I didn't want to. I didn't even talk about it. I don't think I talked about GameStop. I should have, because I thought I did actually. And now I remember I did. It was really quick because I was like, the top's in. It's probably going down. That's it. It's done. And then supposedly the whole thing was Elon Musk tweeted about GameStonk or something. He said to cause it to go up over 130% in the after hours. Wow. I mean, is he on it? Is he in on it? I don't know. You said you bought some ANC, and I remember that. I remember you talked and you sold. Well, hopefully you sold for a profit. I mean, you couldn't have predicted this, so you can't really kill yourself. This was impossible to predict, and we know it wouldn't have reached this level on its own. You know what I mean? Gosh, man, this thing is. When's the last time you seen AMC make a high? Look, it's trading. The technicals perfect. It went right to that resistance right there and sold off. Does it? Oh man, does it get here? Does it get to the all-time highs? I mean, do we wake up in the morning and it's trading 35? I mean, because it's trading. Look, it hit the resistance. It pulled back a little bit. It seems like the next move could be higher. See, look at it. Hit it, sold off. Actually opened there. Sold off, and look, it's trending higher. It looks like it wants to bust through. It really does. And once it does, it's game on. Wow. Now, I guess these stocks themselves, like GameStop, perfect opportunity to sell shares, right? They oh man, 330 to sell shares, perfect opportunity to get in there and have a secondary, bring yourself out of bankruptcy or whatever you're getting ready to do. Same with AMC, but I guess they're not doing it because it's gonna feel like a scamish, right? It's gonna seem like they took advantage of a big scam. It's just not gonna look good. So it'll be interesting to see which company actually does it, but it just won't look good. It won't look good. And I think that's why they're not doing it, because they sold into a whole scam type thing, even though it's legal. I know I'm saying scam, but crazy selling whatever you want to call it. I can't even think of a word. So they selling into that. Yeah, so I can't see them selling into that. But you know what? If they did, I think that would be the end and they bring it down. Maybe, right? And they'll be like, oh, because that generally puts pressure on the stock, right? They should sell the whole company up here. Oh my gosh, give it to the shareholders. All right, there you go. All we have is 100 shares left. You own it. And they buying it up, right? So I don't know. Crazy. You see, look real closely. And this is always a good sign. When you see this, and I wish I was looking at these stocks because I pick it up. See how there's no volume? Let's look at this general picture. And then you see this right here, right? When you see that on a stock, that's a sign something is about to percolate. There's percolation happening. I look for this on stocks that really don't have the volume. And then you could see the move. There was a move, right? There was a move right here. It went from 8 to 12, 13. Went that high? Shoot. So it went up about, what is that, about 40%. And then it kind of settled in. But that's a sign to kind of get in and just hang out because something is percolating, and then look what happened. So if I would have saw that and I wanted to play it, and that would have been just like I said, playing it because it's a game right now, right? So I just play it and then see what happens, and then boom, look at that. Wow. Still unbelievable. Went to 14. There's millionaires. You see those? If you go to Wall Street Bets, the Reddit group, or Twitter, you'll see people's accounts. They millions. That scooped up maybe some out of the money options when it was at 14, maybe scooped up the 30s. I don't know what the farthest strike was for pennies on the dollar, maybe 3 cents, 5 cents. Let me get 100 of those, right? So what would that be? $500? And then now look where it is, millionaires, So it's crazy. Or you got a lot of money. So I don't know if I can do that, because that's another thing where I kind of don't get myself all worked up because I can't see myself going to a stock. Let's look at a stock like Apple. And we come over here and we go to the options, say that expired 23 days from now. And we come way down here. See the 230s, 15 cents, right? So you can look at Apple and say, yeah, I'm going to buy these 230 options for 15 cents. I'm going to buy 10 of them. 15 cents is $15, by the way. So 10 of them would be $150. I'm going to buy 10 of them for $150. I would say I'm going to lose $150. But if Apple did some insane thing like these things, you'll be rich. Let's say you bought 100 of them. Damn, it's 15 times 100. Man, that's a lot of money. I wouldn't do that. But $1,500, that's a guaranteed loss for the month. That's generally considered a guaranteed loss. So if I were to buy 100 options at 15, but look at the volume here. Most likely they're selling those. Unless they're going to hit Apple. Apple's just too big to hit like that. Who knows? So I'm saying, unless they're going to hit Apple tomorrow. But that's a loss. This is guaranteed money for the most. You sell that, it's guaranteed for the most part. For the most part. Let's look at the delta. What delta is that? 1. They basically saying there's a 99% chance you're going to be that the stock is not coming here. So that's why I say it's damn near 100%. It's damn near guaranteed money. So the people that thought it was guaranteed money, maybe they sold that 100 to get that measly $1,500. Measly, but it depends on who you are. And so if the stock pops, these guys, oh my gosh, you would owe millions. Anyway, the $1,500 will wind up to try to collect $1,500. Next thing you're in the hole for millions. So therefore the broker's selling everything you own and things like that. You see, so that's kind of what happens. But I'm looking on the buy side. If you were to buy that and then it pops something crazy, yeah, millionaire. A lot of us, especially when you get to these options expire Friday, 2 days from now, and you come way out here. They call these lottery tickets. because look, you could buy this 175 for 20 cents. I'm surprised they giving you this much premium. You know what? I gotta say these options are priced. Oh, that's right. Apple's reporting after the bell. I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Yeah, because I'm like, this is crazy. Anyway, but they report after the bell. Yeah, so the stock could move. It's predicted to move right here, plus or minus $10. And you can see that right here. And then here's the implied volatility of these options, 101. And it's predicted to move $10. So might go as high as 153, but who knows? No one really knows. But yeah, if you buy that, they call these lottery tickets. So you want to take a chance. Maybe Apple totally blows it out the number. The stock goes to $200 tonight. You can buy, say this one, the 170s for 30 cents. You can buy 10 of them for $300. And then let's say it popped to 200. Oh man, payday. Oh man. So you want to see, let's simulate that. So buy single, shoot it up to 10, and let's analyze it. I know it's crazy. Get rid of oh, I got some spreads on there. Get rid of all of that. And then bring this down. Let's say it goes to 200. You would make $30,000. No, I take that back. Take that back. Yeah. You will make $30,000 for that $300 you spent to buy it if it popped that much. But most likely it's not going to happen. Anyway, there we go. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Exclamation, what's up? AMC is gonna, you said AMC is going beyond its all-time high. You said it's gonna go. It might. It looks like it on the charts. People have rallied together to make it go. Yeah, and then buying begets buying. It's us people. We're home. We're, oh wow, look, and we see the action, and you just want to get in. It's like a big casino, like a hot craps table, and it's like, and you squeeze yourself in that craps table. You get a little in. And then you get in on the action. You know what I mean? And that's what it seemed. That's kind of what's happening. And maybe it's part of the phenomenon is because the casinos, for the most part, there ain't nothing going on over there. And you see this action, and you just want to get a part of it, especially the people that don't know. Like we talked about buying that put spread, how that put spread is a lose-lose situation for the most part. If you buy a 7-wide spread put spread for $730, you're not going to make any money. Some people don't know that. So and they get in there and they do it, and so buying begets just buying. I can't pronounce your name. Relax. You said actually the start of the thing for AMC was on a statement issuing more shares. Oh, so they are gonna sell into it. Yeah, but that was at a lower price, right? I gotta see that one. You said it's almost cult-like, exactly. And then when it's talked about in the media, yeah, they just bringing more people to the gang. You know what I mean? They're bringing. There's some people that don't even know, and they're like, "Well, what's happening?" And reading the paper, and you just bringing more participants in, and it goes to show you that we was always considered dumb money, little money. When we get together, that everybody else's money is bigger than Wall Street's money. I guess so. But when we all get together, it's bigger than Wall Street's money. Some of these hedge funds and institutions, I guess they might be afraid to short now. Anyway, he said the entire stock market is going to inflate. It makes you think that nothing's ever going. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Can they make it a law where you can't talk stocks and stock groups? I don't think they can. I mean, I don't know what they can physically do to kind of, because it might be the new thing, right? It might be the new thing to start hitting stocks. And I don't know. I think that can actually crash the market. If there's no faith in the stock market, it has to crash. Maybe that's the unforeseen thing that no one's thinking, and it started with Tesla, you know. So you're like, it's right. We think we put our money in there, we know it goes up and down with the growth. If it's totally disconnected from fundamentals, totally disconnected, is your money safe there? Right? So you would pull it out. And maybe that's the crash that brings us down to normal. You said the US, yeah, you said as soon as they roll the dice at the table, you get wrecked. You talking about in that stock situation, on that crap situation that I was talking about. I love craps, man. And I love a hot table because it's weird. When a table hot stays hot, like roulette as well, when nobody's when you have that person with the hot hand, and they stacking the chips, you kind of can follow who's hot and who's not. Or if everyone, like, basically, like, say roulette, when they roll the ball around and no one gets it and the dealer's pulling in all that money and nobody's winning, that table's cold. That table sucks. But when we have people winning, it just seems to work. You know what I mean? So, and when I play craps, I like those hot tables. The hard part is getting in. You only get like what, maybe 6, 7 people aside, squeeze in there. If you can squeeze in, I think they let you play. But yeah, the hard part's getting in, and you could just go with it. So, when you have that hot hand, you have a person that just don't want to roll a 7. He's just rolling every number but 7, and you can make all kind of money when you're doing that. And then when the dice changes hands and the guy might roll 7, well, that'll be a win. But if his point is, say, 5 and he rolls a 7, he craps out. And then you see that guy sucks and stuff, and you're waiting for the dice to get back to that other hot hand. And then when it gets to that hot hand, everybody's throwing the money in, and dude still be hot, and you just roll, and you just got to bet on every single number out there, and you just bring in all kinds of money. You said, anyway, I think GME selling off Friday. It's getting a put debit spread about 4 weeks. You get, all right, just make sure there's enough premium in that put debit spread that's more than the price of the actual premium, like we showed that example. You don't want to buy a 10 wide put spread for $12, right? So 10 wide should, at least, I wouldn't spend no more than $5 for it, and then you said, okay, I got you. Okay, that's everybody. I don't think I missed everybody. Anyway, yeah, man, that's what's going on. I bought some calls in snow today. Straight up calls. I kind of like the action. Now it's trading lower. I had a feeling it would. I kind of like the price, the action of it today. It kind of traded up. It was even positive, and so I was like, wow, it's just interesting. And it's too early, too new of a start. I don't know if I'm going to hold all of these through. Probably wait, hang around here to earnings. But you can see what happened when it opened. We reached a high of 428. Oh, y'all can't see what's going on. Right, we reached a high over there. It looks like, just by me eyeing this, maybe a 50%. Let me measure it and put off the Fibonacci. And right now, here, well, it was at the 1618, but it's kind of going over. So maybe it holds in this area before it trends higher, right? So see what happens with that. Hell of a sell-off right here. This is the weekly. Look at this. Look at that volume. But yeah, it's kind of, for the most part, it's selling off on weak volume. But I guess the whole thing has been weak, except for the buying here, and then the buying here. But it's a tie. It's a doji candle. The battle between the buyers and sellers was even for the most part. And then selling back down right at that low. So then it bounced today. So we'll see. We'll see. That's the trade I put on. Bull flag. Where in this snow? Yeah, you can kind of look at it here. It seems like the flag is coming kind of low. I'm looking at the week. Let me if I go to the daily. See, it's kind of I got all this shit on here. Let me clear all this crap out. Yeah, anyway. It's not bull flaggish if you're talking about the snow on the week on the daily, but I can see how you could see it kinda on the weekly. Just kinda yeah, let me draw it like this. It's kind of a low flag, and then here's the post, right? So should go something like that. But and that's what I'm kind of hoping. So we'll see what happens with that one. You said, "What's good, man?" Jamal Headley. You was in here before. I think I remember saying your name before. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming back, checking me out. We were just talking GameStop, AMC, which looks like the next hit. 258. This stock is gonna break that resistance right there. It's gonna do it. Look at that. Look, it's gonna might even do it while I'm doing a live. If y'all trying to play this, it looks like it's gonna do it. It's not something for me, but it looks like it's gonna do it. I'm just pulling up here the hourly. Let's pull up the. Looks like it's gonna do it. Volumes. Oh man, it still could sell off there. Maybe that's where all the sellers are sitting, and then it drops it down. I have a feeling if I were to take a guess, and just by looking at AMC, GME, might do it in the after hours. And by the way, this is what I didn't know, and this is why GameStop is. I didn't know the after hours did not have circuit breakers. There's no way it could rally 130% during the hours, like that, because they would be cutting it, starting it. It can, but they're going to be shutting it off, starting it off, shutting it down. But in the after hours, it can just rip. So maybe the same thing is going to happen to AMC tonight. Maybe Elon gets in and say, "You see a good movie lately?" He'll say something like that, and that means go get it. Oh man, imagine I predict that, and he says something like that, and that's what he says. "You see a good movie lately?" Oh, I love the movies, something like that, and for some reason it means buy AMC. Wow. The Wall Street boys better watch out. The Redder or not. The Reddit is there. They ain't playing, man. So do they sit? I don't know, man. This is something that you see it from time to time on a stock. Like I said, I remember dry ships in the day. You see it from time to time. You definitely see it in the penny stocks, and this is exactly why I don't play penny stocks. It's easy to move. You get a couple people together, shoot, even one person with a kind of a deep pocket, and you move it. You can't really move. I can't say like these, basically like Apple. You can't move that. You need a whole bunch of people to move Apple. You know what I mean? To get down and do something like that with a stock like Apple. So I like bigger stocks like that because it takes out the manipulation. And that's why they move into GameStops and the GME and things like that. But it'll be a lot tougher to do something with a bigger stock, a bigger market cap kind of thing. Although I feel they kind of been doing it with Tesla. Tesla reports tonight. I have no idea. If I were to guess, I have no idea. If I were to guess, it goes down. I feel that the bar is set too high for it to leap. They have to say some miraculous shit for it to just continue to go up. So if it's just some so-so kind of stuff, it has to go down. But who knows? I don't know. I mean, this stock has been playing that game the whole way up, so I'm saying the bar is high, and they got to say some stuff that we, that's very positive, super, super positive, not just no average little beat or something like that. Something like that semi-truck we had that semi-truck ready for orders, next quarter or something. You know, something like that. Something just is going to blow us away. SEC most likely going to have to take some action on this kind of thing because working as a group to manipulate stock. Yeah, and how though? That's what CNBC's halftime report was a real good show because they was kind of debating that whole thing. What exactly what can they do? You're not allowed to talk about stocks no more. You know what I mean? How do they control that? But one of the guys suggested that you control it. You can kind of control it by the big boys having more. What's the word I'm looking for? Transparency on their trades. You know, so we see exactly how much they short, exactly their positions, and then it could kind of be controlled that way by kind of showing more transparency on what they're doing. And supposedly they, they come out with the 13, what is that, the 13 F's reports? I can't think where they list their stocks. We could see the buys, but from what I understand, we can't see the shorts. And we can't see, we can see the options, I think. But I don't think we can see the shorts. So it's not 100% transparent with what they're doing. So maybe, and that is kind of a good thing. But I think something definitely needs to be done because if this is, like I said, you have to have faith in the stock market, else it all comes down. And if it can be manipulated like that just by a room on the internet, these are world markets. It's not just like us, man. This is world stuff. So, so yeah, but what would they do? I don't know. It almost shows you that the whole move, let me pull up. Even though some of these companies are killing it, but this whole move up from the crash, a lot of the move seems manipulated, right? So maybe this is the blow off, the 100% where now you can really see it. But I don't know. But how could you manipulate the whole market? So yeah, I mean that's the combination of 500 stocks. So I don't know. SE said new Teslas have warp drive. Dude, they're gonna go way beyond the moon. Yeah, something like that will totally just double the stock. Maybe he does another split. He sees what happened. Look, because it's not trading. Maybe he just says, yeah, we're gonna do a 2-for-1, and bring the shares back down to about 450. Hey, that it makes no sense. It's all it is splitting a pencil. I can't break this pen, right? You still got one pencil, so it makes no sense. But that's what the people's been buying that up, and I guess that's us, the power of our money. Bought it up to basically give Tesla a double because they went 5-for-1 almost, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. But oh well. SEC's gonna get them Reddit boys. I keep thinking the SEC is gonna get in on this one. Yeah, they most likely something is gonna be done by somebody, and hopefully, I don't know what it is. Put your guesses in the comments, and then when it happens, we can go back the real comments, and we can go back to this video and kind of read it and say, Mary was right. Miss JRH was right. You know what I mean? I don't know how to bring. Wow, look at this SPY. Looks like we're gonna close lower for some reason. It's trading at its lows, almost down 2%. I thought this sell-off would actually come after the big boys report, not before. What is that? So I heard that Bitcoin traded below 1,000 or 30,000. Okay, I think this is the right quote. So it's back above 30. I don't think it lets me do shorter. It's weird. It just lets me do dailies. No, weeklies. Yeah, so basically this is down 5%. So they hit net too. Let's see GLD. When I say they, just like the market selling off. And I think, how some of these hedge funds or whatever are putting their money in Bitcoin, I really think it's raising money to get out to fix their portfolios. for the most part. He said trap the US dollar during trapping the US dollar during the hyperinflation. That's above my head. I can't really comment on that one. We can look at the dollar ETF, the UUP, which is actually up today. Look at that decline. Wow. Look at that. Well, it broke trend. If you go a trend line from the 2014 to now, broke trend. I guess I had some markings here before. I guess I was looking at that. Interesting. Look how the volume's coming into. The market is begging for massive correction and repricing. Yeah, it is. I actually kind of don't want to believe it, but it is. I should have bought some puts. I feel like they're too expensive to do now. You never know how low we're going to go, right? No one really knows. See, the VIX is at 30. You really want to buy the protection down here, not up here, or not up here. But if we're going to go up here, yeah, it's be fine to buy the protection right now. It'll be fine, but it's kind of high already. We needed to buy it down here. But now that we're up here, like I said, if you think it's going to, let's say we touch this high here at, let's say 45, yeah, it'd be perfectly fine to buy it there. This is it's a big move though. This is the weekly candle. When's the last time we printed a weekly VIX like that? You got to come way over here. That was October 26th. Oh, it is only Wednesday though. So it looks like it does have the momentum. It does look like it can go a lot higher. Look at the stochastics coming up. I mean, it looks like it can go a lot higher. Oh man, I might have to buy puts after the end of this video. You said you can manipulate the entire market by printing a lot of money and giving it to your rich friends who don't need it. So they invest in it, the market, and make the bubble bigger than before. Yep, I agree with you on that. That's easy to understand. So yeah, so that's what's up. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. We just see what happens. Looking at GME 304. It's coming down a little bit. AMC. And stay tuned to your local whatever, CNBC, Bloomberg, or whatever, for the after hours with all of those stocks reporting. It's interesting. 17. Yeah, this looks like it wants to break. And watch this one after hours. I have a feeling the pop is gonna come after hours. So we'll see what happens to get above that. 2 more days left in the week to trade. Today's Wednesday. We got Thursday and Friday. So anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Go ahead and end this video. I appreciate the participation. There's just a lot of people jumped in the beginning. Where'd you go, man? You should have watched. It's not that bad. Just put your comments in and, we just talk about it, whatever. All right, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Mary, hope you understand. I did my best because I don't really understand the phenomenon. I don't understand why it's at 300, but I kind of understand the process. So hopefully I helped. And I'll talk to you guys later. I appreciate y'all checking me out. All right, peace.